Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing, well, what is it? It's kind of like a haul review and also kind of a makeup tutorial in one. So you might have seen on my blog about 3-4 weeks ago, a month ago, I posted a rather big benefit haul, and kind of over the last few weeks I've been trying things out. I've been putting some looks together, just seeing how these products work and what I think of them basically, and I've formed some opinions for you and yeah, I've decided what I like and maybe what's good, what's not so good for me. So yeah, I'm just going to go through all the products that I picked up and just tell you a bit about them and kind of do my makeup as I go, because I've not got anything on at the moment, Shakara, but I'm sure you'll cope with my naked face for a few more minutes. So yeah, I'm just going to go on with the show. So first I'm going to talk about some bits of skincare that I picked up. So I've not really tried a lot of Benefit skincare before, and I've heard kind of mixed things. Some people say they love it, some people say they don't think it's very good. So I was kind of just quite intrigued to try it for myself and see what I thought. So I got two things from them. I got the It's Potent, which is the eye cream, like an under eye cream, and I got Dream Screen, which is like the facial SPF. So just like yeah. So It's Potent, unfortunately, wasn't really a love for me. I don't know if it's just because I have quite sensitive eyes, but like as soon as I put this on it just burned and I just had to remove it. So I haven't really had a chance to properly review it because I'm not going to carry on using something that's going to burn my area. So I don't know if it's quite fragranced, or I don't know, it has got a fragrance to it, but it's kind of odd. But it might be really amazing for dark circles if your eyes aren't so sensitive. So yeah, unfortunately this wasn't good for me, but let me know if you've tried it and you've got along better with it, because I'd be really interested to hear. And then the other skincare was the sun cream, which I love. Got on really well with this. I'm gonna pop some on actually, because I always wear sun cream every day. I don't really like to use primers because silicone primers can really make me break out. So I tend to use like a nice SPF almost instead of a primer. And this has got it has got quite a perfecting texture to it. It does kind of smooth over those like large pores and imperfections somewhat. I mean, obviously it's never going to be the same as like a really good silicone primer, but it does go some way, I feel, to like kind of diminish things, and it's just so lightweight and silky. Honestly, this is probably one of my favourite facial SPFs. I mean, it is quite pricey for an SPF, but then for me a sun cream is one of those things that I'm willing to smash out because I'm going to use it every single day, and I really want to make sure it's something that I enjoy using so that I remember to use it. And this is really nice on. I really like this. Really silky, really high SPF, and sits really well under makeup, so win all round basically. So the next thing I'm going to go on to show you guys is the Big Easy, which is actually a BB cream, but I think this is quite different to most BB creams, because I recently actually in a blog post said I didn't really like BB creams because I like things that have got a more of like a medium to full coverage. I don't really like that kind of very kind of moisturizer-y feel. I prefer things that are just a little bit thicker, a little bit more matte. So this is actually right up my alley. I'm going to pop some on rather than just talk about it endlessly. So it's quite a thick texture, and again this is SPF 35, so great if you like to have high SPF like I do. I'm just going to pop some of this on. So I'm number 2 because this just does run very light. Maybe this might be a touch dark for me, but in the summer I think this is going to be perfect. I mean, I say in the summer, but it is actually like already May, but I mean here in England things aren't hugely warm yet. But yeah, so yeah, really nice coverage. It's quite mattifying, as I said, but that's kind of one of the things that I really look for in a foundation. I don't like things that are completely matte, and it's not like a flat matte. It's just kind of like a kind of velvet finish, or kind of, it just looks more kind of real skin rather than being like a flat fake matte, or like, but I just really hate when things are like dewy, but like fake dewy, and it just looks like kind of oily. I'm just going to buff that in. And it's not a crazy high coverage. If I had quite a lot, my skin's alright at the moment, but if I was having some blemishes, I would definitely want to use some concealer with this, because it doesn't really cover like redness or spots hugely well. It's not something that I was blown away with, but it's not something that I dislike. It's something I will keep in my stash, and it will come out occasionally, but for me it just doesn't last quite long enough for it to be like an everyday base for me, because I do like bases that last really well, like long time. because my skin just eats foundation. So I'm just popping on some erase paste on this little brush here, and I'm going to put this under my eyes. So this again was one of those things that I was really unsure of, because I've heard some really good things, I've had some really bad things, and again for me this is something that I'm kind of, you know, I'm still not 100% sure, and I've used it quite a lot. I can see its good sides, and I can also see where it's not perfect. It's designed specifically to cover dark circles under your eyes, and it does do a really good job of that, because it's got quite a pink tone to it. So it balances out kind of blue, like grey tones under your eyes really well. And it is quite brightening, I find. I use this in the tone, in the shade number 1, which is quite bright. And I can kind of bring this down to my cheekbones, and it does, you know, give a quite a highlighty, brightening effect. But again, this doesn't last that well for me. I think that's one of the big problems I have with a lot of makeup brands. It's not just Benefit. It's quite emollient. This is quite kind of like creamy, and for me it just kind of doesn't last as long as I would hope it will. Maybe if you've got really dry actually eye area, this could be really nice, because it is quite moisturising. My hair's gone all weird and flat. That's better. So you can see, yeah, it's just kind of brightening things up quite a lot here, and just, you know, added a bit of, just, no, not added, taken away some of that darkness. So now we've got a bit of base on, I'm going to put on some things on my cheeks. So I have 2 products here. I've got first of all Hoola, which is something that Benefit are known for. It's a cult product. It's an amazing, oh yes, it's an amazing bronzer. You probably all know all about this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. So I'm going to pop some of that on. And I like to use it kind of more of a contour than a bronzer, just because I don't really like wearing like bronzer, because I don't really know, I just never really like got it as a look. I never really found it like to suit me, I think. So I can apply this more kind of under my cheekbones than on them. But it blends out really nicely, it's nice and matte, and it does add a bit of warmth to your skin. And this is, I just like this because it's really multi-purpose. You know, you can use it as an eyeshadow, you can use it as bronzer, you can use it as contour. Really nice multi-purpose product. So just add a little bit of warmth to my cheeks there. And next one I'm going to add some blush. And I was going to get Havana, which I don't know if you haven't heard of it or seen it. It's this beautiful blush that Benefit do. It's got like bits of purple and pink and white kind of swirled together, and it's really brightening on fair complexions, and it's really pretty. But unfortunately, when I went to order, it was out of stock. So instead I got Coralista, which was my second choice, which is this like kind of coral blusher, as you might expect from the name. And I'm actually really pleased with it. You know, I might even prefer it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for like deeper skin tones, because I can imagine it could go quite ashy. But if you are like kind of fair or medium even, this is a really nice kind of summery colour. Really warms the complexion, but it just looks quite natural, I think, on the skin. You know, it doesn't look too, just gonna blend this out here. It doesn't look, it's not too pink and it's not too orange. It's just like a nice kind of natural colour, and it just brings out that kind of natural warmth in the skin. Oh my god, and it smells so nice. I'm not normally the kind of person that likes fragrance cosmetics. I prefer things to just be like fragrance free ideally, but oh, when something smells that nice, oh, it's like summer. It's like sweet and like slightly citrusy, and just, yeah, it just smells like summer. And I just really like that, like, I like that these blushes aren't too pigmented, and I know that might sound odd because most people, they love like a nice pigment, but for me, I sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I like to have something that's a little bit less pigmented, so you can just be a bit more like flexible about how you use it, and like building up your colour in different areas. Yeah, so it's just adding kind of like a nice bit of warmth kind of to the side of my face, which I'm loving. So yeah, those two are definite loves for me. I think with Benefit you really can't go wrong with their box of powders. I think they're all great, and great for gifts as well, because like everyone can love one of these. And have you seen that they're doing the Hoolas, but you can personalise now? If you go on the Benefit website, you can get I think it's an extra £5 to get like your name on the box, and then it also engraves it on the brush as well, which is a really sweet present idea. Really love that. So next of all I'm going to go on to eyes. So there was one thing actually that I got in my haul. I'm not going to use this in this look today, and it is the cream eyeshadow, which I will find. It is the Benefit Cream Shadow in the shade Holy Smokes, and it's a really nice kind of slightly grey, taupey kind of cream shadow. Really nice, really soft, and it's got a slight sheen to it. Yeah, I really like this. I'm just not really using it in this look because I feel like it doesn't really go with the eyeliner, because I feel like it's a bit too dark, and I'd much rather show you the eyeliner on than that, even though that is a really lovely cream blush. It's just quite self-explanatory, you can't really go wrong. So next of all, I am going to talk about the Their Real liner, which you've almost definitely heard of, and I really like this, but not in the way that I was expecting to like it. So, you know, it's known for being really long lasting, really easy to apply, and I wasn't sure how I was going to get on with that. And I actually found it to be a lot easier to apply than I expected. The tip is just so simple to use, but I didn't find it to be quite as long lasting as I might have hoped. It is still good lasting, it's still good enough for me to want to wear it to work or whatever. It's just that it can get a little bit flaky almost, like it can just like get little gaps occasionally, like on like a wing, kind of after about like 6 to 8 hours. So it's just kind of thing that I would chuck in my bag to touch up. It's not a major issue, it's just not how I was expecting it to be. So if you don't know, you can give it a twist at the bottom, and then you squeeze this like rubber nib until you get some product out, and then you pop it on. So I'm going to put this on, and I'm really bad at putting on eyeliner when I'm being like watched, like being filmed, so forgive me for this please. Okay, yeah, like this. And there we go, yeah, so a bit of liner there. So they're not completely perfect, but they'll definitely do for now. I don't have a lot of patience spending hours and hours trying to make them perfect, so I just kind of get them as good as I can. And you know what, your eyes always can be different shapes, you're never going to get exactly the same kind of flick on them. So the next thing I'm going to do is pop on some mascara, obviously. And this wasn't in my haul, so I am cheating slightly, but I couldn't not include this because I just love it so much. And it is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And I don't think it's an exaggeration to say this is actually my favourite mascara of all time. I know, big statement there. But I do really like it. I think it's so nice and lengthening, and just, I prefer a really nice lengthening mascara. I like a rubber brush, so for me this is absolutely perfect, and I just can't get over it. I just can't get enough of this. I'll put some of this on. And I really like this look of just like a nice thick bit of eyeliner, and then some like nice kind of lengthening mascara. I think it's nice and like kind of pared back and simple, and I just really like it. So that's just a bit of mascara, and really loving this look, really nice kind of simple look. And I'm just going to go on a bit of eyebrows. So if you do follow my blog, you will have seen me rave about Gimme Brow on Friday, and I just cannot get enough of this. This is definitely my favourite thing from the whole haul, and it's something that really surprised me, because I knew I'd like it, but I did not anticipate how much I would love it. It's just so quick to use. I think that's something that I really love about it, and I've literally used it every single day. And can you see how that's just really added a little bit of definition, but it still leaves things looking quite natural? Because I don't like to have, you know, crazy drawn on eyebrows. I do like to just kind of emphasise, you know, my natural brow. And this is probably the perfect product for that. And I just love how small the brush head is. Can you see it's like tiny? And it means you can be really precise. Yeah, really precise with that. And yeah, love this. Like, I won't talk about it too much, because if you want to know more you can check out my full review. But yeah, absolute love. And then last things last, I'm just going to pop on some lip gloss. So I never really, well, Back when I was like 13, I used to obviously love lip gloss, but I've actually really been getting back into lip gloss recently. I read something like I read something that Charlotte Tilbury said about how you should always wear lip gloss because it makes your lips look so much bigger, and it's something I've actually been really loving at the moment because it does make your lips look a bit bigger. And got the hiccups. I'm just gonna put some of this on. I really like this colour. It's Fauxmance, and it's one of their kind of like standard glosses from Benefit, and I just love this colour. It's just like a really nice kind of pinky nude, and it's not, you know, it doesn't look too done. It just adds like a hint of colour, a little bit of shine, and it just makes things look a little bit more done. But it's, you know, it's not super shiny, it's definitely not sticky at all, which is I used to hate sticky lip glosses. I always get them in my hair and it would just be a massive drama and it was just horrible. But these are not at all sticky, they're really comfortable on the lips, and they're quite like hydrating, I find. And yeah, really love that. So overall, this is my little Benefit look, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this. So overall, so my favourite products would have to be the Gimme Brow, the Coralista, and probably the liner. Those are going to be my top 3 from this haul. And then I'll try to say the ones I didn't like. Probably just that the eye cream was like the one that I really didn't get on with. But all the rest are really great, and this is, you know, I'm really glad I picked up all these bits because I've been really loving using them and kind of incorporating them into my day-to-day wear. So I hope you found this helpful if you're thinking of getting any of these bits from Benefit, and I hope you enjoyed watching this. So I will see you guys very soon. Oh, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed that, and give it a like if you liked it, because that'd be awesome. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!